Hi there. My name is Rob Collier and I'm with California Drivers Advocates. And today I'm here to discuss with you what happens to your driving privilege if you've been arrested for suspicion of DUI and then refuse to give a chemical test. We all know that the privilege to drive in California is just that. It's a conditional privilege, meaning that they will give you the opportunity to drive. However, there are strings attached. You have to obey the rules of the road. You can't go out and commit felony crimes with your car. You have to have auto insurance. So there are strings attached to the privilege to drive. And one of those is that if you are lawfully arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, you must submit to a chemical test of your blood or breath to determine the blood alcohol concentration of your blood. In fact, way back when you get your original driver's license, when you're 16 or 17, and you are signing for the privilege to drive in the state of California, you make a conditional privilege with the California DMV that upon being arrested for DUI, you will submit to a chemical test of your blood or breath. So if you've been arrested for DUI and then you withdraw that consent, you say, no, I will not give a blood or a breath test. Essentially, the DMV believes that you are breaking your promise and they have the privilege now to suspend or completely revoke your driving privilege. Now, of course, there are certain building blocks that have to be in place. You have to be lawfully arrested. The officer has to give you a proper admonishment of what the law says. But ultimately, it comes down to you making the decision to obey the law and give a blood or a breath test, or to disobey the law and refuse the chemical test. And if you refuse the chemical test, and if during an administrative hearing it is shown that that refusal was valid, then the DMV is empowered to take even more painful steps against your driving privilege. Again, you can be revoked for up to 3 years. So if you've been arrested for DUI, if there is some question about whether or not there is a chemical test refusal, give us a call. We've represented hundreds of people in this type of case. We can represent you, and we would be happy to help you. Thank you.